All right, Mr. Rops here. We're going to do a graphical approach when we have our options to solving quadratics. But before we do that, any quadratic equation, you should consider whether you can factor it, if it factors. If it doesn't factor, you can also consider to use the quadratic formula. And the third option is to use your GDC to get x-intercepts, or perhaps an intersection, depending upon how it is asked. Okay, so those are our choices. Factoring only works sometimes. It's a good tool and it's really helpful, but it only works sometimes. The quadratic formula works always, as will our graphing approach. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this equation, we're going to use Polysmalt to do it. So go to our calculator, Polysmalt, and we're going to hit enter on that.
This is like our fourth option then, yeah?
Right. All right, so fourth option, I should write that down. We could do Polysmalt.
It's a great one for checking as well.
It is super for checking. And this time we're going to do a polyroot finder. Hit enter on number 1. The order or the degree means it's an x squared. So that's good. I'm going to do decimals.
That's all fine.
That's all fine as it is. I go next. So now I have to put the equation into this form here.
Okay, so we need the x squareds, the x's, the constants, and then all equal to 0, right?
So I'm going to expand this out so I get 2x plus 18.
Okay.
Bring things over to one side. So 5.3x squared minus 2x minus 18 equals 0. And so here are the values, my a's, b's, and c's I can put in here. A2 is my a, so I go 5.3, negative 2, and negative 18.
And
enter first and then solve.
Nice.
And these are my two answers.
So this is a good one for when you get horrible answers like that. It's not going to work with factorizing or some of those other methods, right?
Right. The other approach we have is if we come over here, we do y equals. I can go straight from the beginning as it is, and I can make this y1 and this y2. And so I've already taken the liberty to put them in. If I hit graph, my center, I get that. We have a problem though. What's our problem, Mr. Cole?
We can't actually see where they equal each other, can we? Where they cross over. So
No.
we need to make our y scale go up a little bit higher. It only goes up to 10 at the moment because we're standard zoom. So let's go up to what, 20?
Okay.
Do you think that'll be enough?
Sure. Right now it's just kind of guessing. So let's just go up to 20 and see what happens. Graph that.
No, I can only see one of them. We need to go a little bit higher.
A little bit higher. So let's go to 30 then.
Make sure. There we go. We can see them nice and clearly. And then we can use our calculator to calculate those intersects.
Right. Look
And
at these values here.
And all we're really after is the x values, because we're solving means find the values of x that make it work. So back at our original expression. We're going to find what values of x make that work.
Here's the one, negative 1.6384. So this one, x equals negative 1.66384. Do the same thing again, second trace, or to our calculate menu.
And just see it's the same answers we're getting that we got when we used Polysymbol. It's rounded to less decimal places, but it's the same value.
And so this one here is going to be 2.011981. And those are our two answers.